most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer.
Hey everyone, it's vlogmas day 10. Today's gonna be an amazing day because it's my best friend Rebecca's birthday. But I can't do anything about it because she lives like 5 to 6 hours away from me, so I can't like go out and celebrate with her. But I hope she has an amazing birthday. I know you see this, Rebecca. Happy 21st birthday. Hey guys, I'm just about to make lunch for myself. I'm gonna make like, I know it kind of sounds a little gross, but a quesadilla with salmon in it. So like basically a salmon quesadilla. But I love salmon. We got this whole big salmon from Costco the other day. And I made like a mushroom quesadilla before. I like that. It's so good. But I know it's not very traditional. So I'm sorry to anyone I'm offending right now. I'm making a salmon quesadilla. But it's so good. Ooh. And like, ooh. Okay. Before I cut the salmon, and then I go in with scissors to get the skin cut off too. I put in the salmon in the air fryer at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. And then I cook it for the first 5 minutes. The salmon, the first 5 minutes actually. And while cooking the salmon for the first 5 minutes, I make my little seasoning. So it's just a little bit of butter. How much, it depends on how much salmon you're gonna make and how much butter you like. I'm just gonna use about this much for the salmon I have right now in my air fryer. And then I cook it in the microwave for 30 seconds. And then while it's in the microwave, I'll show you what seasonings I use. I use this from Costco. It's really good. And then some lemon pepper and some paprika. If you want, you can just add like actual lemon juice. Yeah. So for this part of the meal prep and then also the other parts, I didn't film the other parts after filming this because my family came downstairs. My mom and stepdad came downstairs while I was filming and felt too awkward and embarrassed to film in front of them. So unfortunately I don't have those video clips, but here I'm just making the seasoning for my salmon. You can use any type of seasoning your heart desires, and you also don't have to use butter if you don't want to. This meal idea is completely based on what you like. Hi guys, my friend suggested that I continue doing the get to know you question segment, so I'm going to continue and make it a longer segment too. Instead of just answering 10 questions today, I'll answer 20. First question I'm going to be answering today is, what was the last movie I went to and what did I think? And the last movie I saw was Barbie when it came out with my friends, and I absolutely loved the message of the movie and how it was trying to uplift women and try to bring more voices towards women's issues. Next question is, what is my favorite game or sport to watch and play? And my favorite sport would have to be swimming because I did swim for about 12 years of my life, so I really enjoyed it, and watching the different meets that we had was super fun and exciting. My favorite game would have to be Minecraft because of the infinite possibilities that you can do, and just like when I was a child, the nostalgia factor of it all too. Like when I was a child growing up, I watched Stampy Longnose, and seeing his recent finale video for his lovely world really made me sad, but I appreciate all the memories he's made with us, and I love looking back at old videos he made. Next question is, what would I sing at karaoke night? And my always go-to song for karaoke whenever I sing is Olivia Rodrigo's Driver's License song. Like, it's just like a really great song to sing too. Like, you can put all your emotion into it, and it's just really fun. Next question is if I like or dislike surprises, and why or why not. And I like surprises because it's very fun, exciting, you don't see it coming, and so that just makes it a bit sweeter. My mom usually tries to surprise me and my sister often, and I love whenever she does, but sometimes I find out the surprise way beforehand, like either few days, few weeks, few months, and so sometimes I do find out the surprise and I have to try to keep it a secret from my sister, and that makes it a little more exciting too. Next question on the list is, what's the best gift I've ever been given? And the best gift was when my mom surprised me and my sister with a cruise trip to the Bahamas. My mom surprised us about like a few months beforehand. We went and spent a few days in Florida, then boarded a cruise ship to go to the Bahamas for a few days, and it was really fun and exciting. I made some friends there and I still keep in touch with them sometimes. Next question on my list is, what is my favorite holiday? And my favorite holiday would have to obviously be Christmas. Since I'm doing vlogmas this year, it's even adding more fun to the aspect of Christmas, and so I'm really going to enjoy this year's Christmas. And even before that, on the past Christmases have been very fun. In Filipino culture, we start celebrating Christmas during September, and so it's fun since then because all the Christmas spirit is out and about, all the decorations are up and everything, and so I'm so excited for Christmas, especially this year. Next question is, what is my favorite fast food chain? And it really depends on the type of place, but for chicken, I really like Popeyes because their chicken sandwich is so juicy and good, and I love their mac and cheese. For burgers, it probably have to be In-N-Out or Shake Shack because both their burgers are so good. Shake Shack is quite expensive though, and so I feel like Shake Shack is better taste wise, but In-N-Out is definitely better financial wise. And then I know it's not really Mexican food, but I really like Taco Bell because sometimes I just crave one of their tacos or quesadillas or Crunchwrap Supremes, so I know it's not really Mexican food. Next question on the list is, what 3 items would I take with me on a deserted island? And the first thing would be, I have this Brita water bottle that filters out water, so I definitely bring that so I can have filtered water there. I don't have to be concerned about if the water's like contaminated or anything. It'll filter itself. Second thing I would bring is a book on how to make a raft because obviously I would want to get out of there as soon as possible. And the third thing I would bring is a box of matches, so that in case I need to build a fire, I can easily start a fire without having to deal with having to rub sticks and stones together. Next question on the list is if I collect anything. And whenever I travel and stuff, I like to collect like pins, stickers, and sometimes even posters. Next question on the list is if I'm an introvert or extrovert, and I am definitely an introvert. When I took that personality test, I got INFP. Next question on the list is, are you related or distantly related to anyone famous? And my grandpa actually has an uncle who is a famous singer. Well, not too famous. He was kind of mildly famous. His name is Fred Pinocchio. You can listen to some of his songs on YouTube. Next question on the list is, who's my favorite teacher in school and why? And my favorite teacher would have to be my first grade teacher. She was so nice and kind and understanding. I absolutely love her. And sometimes even now, like, she would sometimes find me or my sister and ask about me and how I'm doing, and she's always so nice. And so I love her. Miss Green, if you're watching, you're probably not, but I love you, Miss Green. I'm doing great, and I'm in college now. Next question on the list is, what is my first job? And my first job was at Cold Stone. I worked there last year, actually, up until May of this year, but I worked there for about a year. I absolutely loved working there, made lots of friends and memories. And yeah, it was like just very fun and just an amazing workplace. But a few months before I quit, it was just getting a little too stressful for me and trying to manage school and everything, so I had to leave. But yeah, I loved it. Next question on the list is how many languages do I speak, and I only can speak one language fluently, and that would have to be English. I can only understand Tagalog, which is the Filipino language. I can only speak a little bit of Tagalog, but I can mostly understand it. And then I'm also trying to learn how to do ASL. Next question on the list is, if money was no object, what would I do all day? And I definitely would want to travel all around the world and also donate some of the money to charity. Next question on the list is list 2 pet peeves, and my first pet peeve would have to be people who chew with their mouth open. There is such thing as chewing with your mouth closed. Please do that. I don't want to hear you smacking your lips when you eat, and it just gives me the ick. And then the second pet peeve would have to be men who think they know about women's body than women know. Like men who think that periods don't hurt, that cramps aren't bad at all, that getting kicked in the balls is worse than getting cramps. How men think that pregnancies are so easy and that women should be able to lose all the pregnancy belly weight after giving birth to the baby, but it can be so hard to lose that weight. And just in general, men just thinking that they know women's bodies than women do. Like, you're not living in it. Why do you assume that women's bodies are built this way, but it's obviously different? Next question on my list is, what is my favorite zoo animal? And I actually haven't seen this zoo animal in particular in the zoo, but it's pandas, because they normally just live in the zoos in China. But I love, like, all the videos I've seen of pandas. They're so cute and cuddly and just want to play, and especially when they interact with the people taking care of them. Like, they're just so cute and adorable, and I love them so much. I wish I could see one in real life. Next question is, how many pillows do I sleep with? And it's 3 pillows, but it's also technically 2 because one of them is a stuffed animal usually, but I can also sleep with a pillow. But I don't understand people who can just sleep with less than 3 pillows or without like a stuffed animal. Like, I need a pillow to obviously lay my head, and then another pillow so then it can go between my legs, so then I can just cuddle with it, and then the other pillow is to hold. I don't understand how people can sleep with less than 3. Next question on the list is, what do I do to keep myself fit? And right now I'm not exactly fit. I wouldn't necessarily claim myself as a fit person right now, but definitely before I was more fit. And what I would do is just swim. I was a swimmer in my high school swim team, and then before that, for like 5 years, I was part of my community's water polo team. So definitely swim and water polo was what kept me fit before. Next question on the list is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would I say I am? And I think I'm like a 7 out of 10 for that, because my friend sometimes says that I'm funny, like, even though sometimes I don't try to be funny, while other times I do try to be funny, and sometimes it just ultimately fails and it's just awkward. So yeah, I would definitely say I'm 7 out of 10. That's all for today's Vlogmas Day 10 video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe.